Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the JTV Game of the Week. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I am Brian Martin.
And we are at beautiful Jackson Memorial High School for a fantastic big game today between
the Jackson Memorial Jaguars, who are 11-2 overall and 10-0 in the conference, and
they are going up against the Toms River North Mariners today that come in 9-1 overall and 8-1 in conference. Here's what's on the line today. Simply put, first place in A South. Jackson comes away with a W. They stay in the driver's seat, and Toms River North drops to 2 losses. If Jackson Memorial drops today's game, we've got a 2-way tie for first place. So it's a big one, Bri.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm hoping for a good game.
Leading the Jags in scoring so far this season, girls to watch this game,
is Maddie Taylor and Emily Jacoby.
And the leading scorers for the Mariners, we've got Jenna Royson, Emily Royson, and Marissa Tava. And with the goal kick, Cameron Kennett. Expecting a fairly physical game here today.
And I mean, both teams obviously want the lead here, but...
And that's going to go out of bounds. And number 1 with the throw in, Carissa Eckel. Both teams play a pretty aggressive style. And that one's going to be picked up by the goalkeeper. Get back to you on that one.
And it gets deflected out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Jags. And it is now a throw-in for Toms River North. They throw it in, it goes out again. Okay, and that is out again off of Toms River North, so that is a throw-in for the Jags.
Nice throw in, settled, and cleared.
And the ball is going back to the goal.
Team seems to be sharing a little equal here on offense so far.
Ooh, and
Slight
that
ball's going to get turned in.
And she somehow tapped.
That's number 7, Riley Kennett, on offense.
And that ball is cleared and it goes through legs. And number 13 going down the field, and I believe that is
a little off there.
Yeah, I believe that was offsides. That was there, but it seemed to get it. And kicking is number 7, Kennett. And
both teams setting the tone here, playing pretty solid defense so far.
And
ball gets sent down the right wing. Picked up on defense there by number 17, Madison Tybel.
She gets the block on that, and she Anderson. That was a beautiful play, and that ball's going
cleared
back
down the left wing. settled by number 23, Kristen Laura. Takes that one off the shoulder. Settled by Summer Petrick.
Okay.
Ball switches sides. And the ball's going to get tossed.
And number 16 crosses it over, and that gets... Okay, and they cross it in, but that gets kicked back out. And number 13 kicks it down the field, and oh, she tried to continue doing that, but number 18 barely missed it. And let's see. Okay, so they clear the ball back out, and I believe that was out of bounds. And they throw it in, and ooh. And it is cleared again, and now the Jags have the ball, and it's going on to the other side, and they're throwing it back in.
Both teams doing a fair share of offense so far.
And as Toms River North kicks it back up again, that is going to be a goal kick, and she kicks it all the way back out to about midfield.
And that's the goalkeeper, Cameron Kennett.
And that was offsides there.
Get back to you in a minute with the Jackson Memorial goalkeeper. Sent down the right side of the field, picked up.
And let's see if they
shot on goal, and it is saved. Thank you.
And as we're back here, and now I believe that is corner kick for... Oh, it is a throw-in from Memorial. Excuse my mistake. And they kick it back out now, and they cross
shot
it
on goal, crossed nicely,
oh.
And the header scooped up by goalkeeper Cameron Kennett.
Okay, and that is a high kick that doesn't go as far, but it is headed. And let's see what happens here. Oh, and with an incredible juke, she goes out to the outside, and that is intercepted. Okay. And she crosses it across the field to number 4, but the goalkeeper gets it in time, so it is a, oh, the goalie rolls it out to number 6, and let's see if they can do something here. As they kick it down the field, and oh, that was an incredible header there, and it goes back to the Jags' possession. Let's see what they can do here. They pass it in, and let's see if they can score here.
Jacoby shot on goal.
Oh, and she
stopped by the goalkeeper, Cameron Kennett. Had a pretty busy morning so far, or I should say afternoon, Bri.
Yep, and I mean, so far it's been a good game. Okay, yes. Ooh. And
a little dangerous play. Really can't make contact with the ball while you're on the ground.
And that is a free kick.
Looked like a trip since it's a direct kick. If it's an indirect kick, generally speaking, you'll see the ref's hand go up, which we didn't see in this particular case.
Okay, and
shot on goal, floats across the middle. Settled by Alyssa Fernandez, and the North defense on the prowl.
Back out, and that goes out on North, so they're going for a throw in here. Okay, and then number 18 crosses it in, but that is intercepted, and North sends it back to midfield, and let's see, yep, North maintains possession throughout that, and now they're on the attack. Okay, and that is stopped by the keeper, and that is going to be
Bianca Giordano, today's goalkeeper for the Jags.
As she bunts it off, and
I stand corrected.
Okay,
sounds like
yeah, let's see if she can stop.
One of my producers, Sydney, is telling me that our goalkeeper today is Kylie Sullivan, number 24. So we'll try and steal a little confirmed by one of our ball girls. Indeed, Kylie Sullivan in the goal for the Jags today. That ball's going to fall a little short.
Oh, and she slides to get that.
Tybal on her way up.
She gets that kick off, and oh, but she gets the ball again, and she crosses it across the field, and just over missed the header. But that is brought back, and it is cleared, and probably going to try to boot it downfield here, and I believe that goes out on North.
Pretty fast-paced game today, Bri. Both teams pressing early here.
I mean, they're definitely going for
Jackson
the win.
Memorial throw in.
And she heads it and kicks it back over her head, and they save that and keep it in.
Whoa. Crossed.
That is headed back, and Jags get the ball again.
The ball gets sent up the left wing to Carissa Eckel. Up. Little trip there. Toms River North will end up with a direct kick. And that's coming into the cheap seats. Nicely defended by the ball girl. She should earn an extra $5 today. And the throw in here. Crystal Lauro here with the throw in.
As I throw
Lauro with a big toss. That's going to end up in the corner.
And that is kicked back to the Jags as they cross it across the field.
Shot on goal, just short, and scooped up by Cameron Kennett, the goalkeeper.
And that is booted away, and the ball goes out, I believe, on the Jags, so that'll be a Toms River North throw-in.
High school soccer, a little different from professional soccer. as the teams play 2 halves. Each half consisting of a time of 40-minute halves.
Okay, so it is confirmed that it's a 40-minute half here.
All right, looks like a direct kick. Or a handball.
And
Nicely cleared and headed by Lindsay Bathman, sends that one out.
And Toms River North tries to keep it back
And just
open.
like that, the Jags are back on offense here. Nicely defended there by number 18, Emily Royson, who clears it, tries to switch fields. Allison Wanzer. And that's going to be a push. That'll end up being a direct kick for the Jags. Crystal Loro on the direct kick, giving the offense a chance to get situated. Or not.
Has to kick it out and
actually Allison Wanzer on that. Again, High School North regains possession and is heading back. Tries to settle it back through the middle, but opportunity. Oh, and the pass goes through.
And that is put back in by the Jags. And let's see as they try to go for an attack here. And
shot deflected there by the Mariner defense. That's going to go out of bounds. And it looks like a Jaguar throw-in.
As the ball moves
plenty of
on
room
to the
there,
Jag.
and they play it safely back to the goalkeeper. Sullivan sends it forward.
And it's crossed to the outside, back of the Jag side of the field.
That's...
That is a kick for Toms River North, and
like
I believe
a push
that was
there.
a push.
And a direct kick.
And let's see what they decide to do here. And
Riley Kennett.
And they kick it in, and let's see if they can get the header, and that goes out
That
of
ball
bounds. So
just
that'll be a
cleared
goal
right
kick.
through as that one traveled a solid 35 yards in the air. Take a minute here for substitution. Scoreboard out here is not operating today, folks, so we really can't update you on the time. But it is running time. Miss Tedder, Alyssa Fernandez fighting for possession. Jag throw-in. Ball seems to be moving backwards here. And the ball gets sent up the left wing. Ooh, little trip from behind. Both teams using those arms and elbows so far.
That is number 9. Brings it back in.
Looks like Reese Hanna and Jenna Royson. A little hand chucking. Mariners with the throw-in.
That's thrown in ahead, and let's see what they do here.
That one's going to go out of bounds. Mariners retain possession. Summer Petrick on the throw-in.
As they throw it in there.
Roughly 21, 22 minutes into the first half here. About halfway through the first half.
Plenty of games left to play.
0-0 game as both teams look to substitute and get some fresh legs in there.
And
Corinne Eckel checking in on defense for the Jags.
And let's see, they're going for the goal kick here. As she kicks it in, that goes a little bit short, but it is retrieved by the Jags, and that is intercepted by Toms River North. Let's see what they can do here.
Picked up by Royson, Jenna Royson.
That is brought to the outside, and that is crossed back inside and picked up by the goalkeeper.
Kylie Sullivan boots the ball past the halfway mark.
And that is kicked back across the line, and right now they're just fighting over the ball. Let's see what they can do. And that is intercepted by Toms River North, and that is now kicked out to the outside, and the Jags kick it back in, and let's see. As they move forward here, number 3 running along the sideline, trying to catch up to the ball. And that ball goes out of bounds, I believe, on
both teams really doing a nice job of moving the ball, but really not a whole lot of shooting here early on. Game seems to be being played mostly towards the center of the field. Both teams with only a few opportunities.
It's been a pretty good game so far. There's been a lot of action here.
Josh would be okay with it. I know Josh personally.
Okay, and as they kick it back in there, and that just goes
it's
way
gonna
past,
run
and
out
that
of bounds.
is, I believe, going to be out again.
Toms River North with the throw-in.
And they throw it back in, and that is received by the Jags, and that goes back out again, and I believe that was on Toms River North End. Let's see, Jags throw it again, and as that goes out again on Toms River North, and the Jags are going back in it. That is kicked back out to number 19, and let's see what she decides to do with it. And she kicks it inside, and that gets deflected back out, but let's see what she does here. And that is brought back to the Jag side of the field.
Back to the goalkeeper, and that ball's cleared. Oh, nice move.
As she kicks it back down the field again.
Madison Tybal.
That is picked up by the goalie.
It's Emily Jacoby there threatening.
As they kick that back out again. Okay, so that guy kicks forward again, and as the number 5 falls down on that play, and they're trying to juke about and see if they can get to the other side of the field, and let's see if that works. They kick that back down the field, and number 5 kicks it forward again. Number 13 is running down the field with it, and let's see what they can do here. He jukes her out, and she falls down.
Spins off
Number
the
5
Mariner
has the ball.
defense. And the lefty boot just misses.
And she goes in and tries to intercept that. Number
As
12.
the Jags,
Ooh.
little pushing and shoving there. Throw in here by number 19, Marissa Tava.
And as Toms River North gets the ball, and the Jags, ooh, intercept that, but now they're fighting over the ball, and Toms River North will end up with the ball. As Toms River North sends it back across the field. It's picked up by number 5 and attempted to go back to number 6, and as they get it up, and let's see as they try to move it back forward and try to put it.
Slows things down.
As we saw, it didn't try to stop the ball, but Toms River North maintaining possession and getting a lot closer to the goal.
That pass is going to be a little short. And that one's cleared by Crystal Lauro. It's going to spin off a Mariner foot. And it's a Jaguar throw-in. Pretty high impact 6 minutes there. Both teams really Emily Jacoby, like I said, the Jaguar leading scorer. Looking to have a good day here. Right around
so
25 minutes into the first half. 0-0 game here.
But I mean, it
If
still
you're
has been
just
action-packed.
tuning in, this is a big contest between High School North and Jackson Memorial to decide who has control over first place in A South. A Memorial win seals the deal, whereas Toms River North W evens things up here.
And as North tries to throw the ball in here, and they throw it in down the sideline, and that is kicked back out again. So number 6 goes for the throw, and she throws it into Toms River North again. And that is just barely missed, and now it is Jags' possession. So they kick it back across the field, and they keep on running with it. Let's see if she can cut on the inside and try to cross that ball in.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nicely blocked there, so the ball does not come across the front of the goalkeeper as the Mariner defense forcing Memorial into a corner kick here. First corner kick we've had in a while, huh, Bri? Probably one of my favorite plays in a soccer game, a corner kick. So many things can happen. Number 15, Madison Taylor, putting it into play for the Jags.
And let's see what they can do here as they try to put it back into play. And let's see if they can try to score and get the first score of this game. There are a lot of Jags as...
the offense crashes. That ball's floating across and a header.
And that goes back out
I
for
looked
a
Allison
goal kick.
Wanzer on the header. We'll make that Allison Wanzer. I want to tell you something.
Okay, and we can see here, they're going to kick it in, and as they kick it, that goes out towards us, and that is headed back out of bounds, and I believe that will be a Toms River North throw-in. As she goes for the throw-in, she throws it in down the sideline, and that gets headed back out by number 13 with an incredible jump there. Let's see what she can do here. Ooh, there's a little bit of a trip up, and that is brought back up to number 13 as number 13 crosses it back across the field right to Toms River North. As she kicks it back, that gets hit, and they go down, and As you can see here, they're kicking it back across, and let's see if number 13 can reach the ball, but she can't. The goalie picks it up just in time.
The Jags are seem to be picking things up here on offense.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of running, and the ball has been
a lot of activity down in this end of the field the last 4 minutes.
Okay, as they boot that back across the field again and back down to number 16. Let's see what she can do here. That is intercepted and put back to the other side of the field as she tries to cross it here.
We'll give and go.
She puts it back in, and let's see if number 4 can move that ball and get it closer to the goal and try to score here.
Puts the ball across the middle, and it is saved. Cameron Kennett earning her pay today.
Okay, as that gets kicked, and that is headed back in by the Jags, and the Jags are keeping that pressure on, hopefully just waiting for Toms River North to crack. The goalie's getting a field day out here as she's just running across the field trying to stop this aggressive Jags offense. Okay, and they kick it across the field, and let's see what happens here as they kick it back across, and Toms River North is now going to have the momentum on their side as they're trying to kick the ball back, and the Jags with the strong offense and strong defense, and that goes out on the Jags, I believe, so that is Toms River North throwing. Let's see if Toms River North can keep the pressure on as they, as I believe that was a foul.
Up and over the back. And that'll be a Toms River North direct kick. That ball is hit to the goalkeeper, Kylie Sullivan. Nice cross, sends it down the right wing, but nobody's home. That'll be a Mariner throw-in. Ball's thrown in.
And let's see what they can do here.
That
as the
one
Jags
spins
kick it back
off the side
field.
of her foot. Change of fields. Summer Petrick.
Says kick back to the outside as Toms River North is able to hold possession of that ball as they try to kick it in here.
That one's crossed. Nice header. And the Jags get out of trouble there. Both teams not afraid to go backwards in order to go forwards. Another Mariner throw-in. That one gets passed up through, but don't think she's going to catch that before the goalkeeper, Cameron Kennett, can pick it up. That one's going to take a bad bounce.
So let's see what they can do here as they head it back across the field, and that goes out of bounds. I believe that is going to be a memorial throw-in.
And the Jaguar defense sends it back to the goalkeeper. Sullivan boots it back to midfield. And it's a Mariner throw-in. Defense takes the second, lets the offense move into a better position, and the throw-in. That's going to be a penalty up over her back. Be a push. That'll be a Mariner direct kick. First opportunity in a while for the Mariners to get this ball out in front of the goal.
And let's see what they can try to do here.
And we've got looks like a yellow card. And it looks like Coach Gibson awarded the yellow card. Not happy about that last call. Yes, you are right. Not having it today. And that one's going to be tossed in and headed, just misses the goal. Looks like it's going to be a Mariner corner.
Let's see what the Mariners can do here with this, and let's see if they can try to get that first score on the board. As the Mariners kick it in,
Ball
and
gets
that
crossed,
is
headed out by the, and shot on goal, stopped again by the Jaguar defense, and immediately cleared. It'll be a Toms River North throw-in. Jaguar defense tested, but holds. Take a look at a replay of that one real quick.
the Jaguar defense is a very good defense, and I mean, they've been doing generally pretty good.
And we appreciate that replay.
I believe we missed an offsides there,
and it looks like we've got a direct kick.
I mean, we got a little bit of a shift of momentum here, and as the Mariners seem to have come back a little
taking
bit.
the shot here, Jenna Royson, leading scorer with 5 goals on the year for the Mariners. The Jags set up the counted out the 10 yards there as the referee sits the wall. All 4 Fearless girls. And that's gonna miss left. Royson's gonna guide that ball a little too far to the left.
And as you can see there, they're just jumping for joy over there, and their wall seems to have worked.
Spins out of the way.
And as they kick that down the field, and Toms River North is able to recover that, but
shot on goal, and that's going to be picked up by Cameron Kennett.
And as they head that back, and that is out of bounds on the Jags, but
Kamaya Spence on defense. And another throw in here by Mariners.
Then it's going
quick
right
to get
back
it
where
back in
came
play. And that one's headed out of the way by Spence.
As I kick that to the outside, number 13 trying to take it back as they pass it off to number 18 as she hits it
A
down
little
the
bit of
field.
an opening there.
Let's see if she can outspeed her way, and that is a foul on.
That is going to end the first half.
Oh,
In this contest so far, we've got a 0-0 game here, Bri.
yeah.
This one's being played pretty well today. Both teams' defenses really getting the job done so far.
And I mean, the offenses are setting up a bunch of opportunities, but like you said before, those defenses have just been pretty strong.
That's it. Be interesting to see which team is able to capitalize here as we begin the second half in just a few minutes. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break for a public service announcement, and we come back and we're going to have the second half of Jackson Memorial Jaguars versus the Toms River North Mariners. Only a South title on the line. We'll see you in just a few.
Sorry, I didn't see you.
You didn't stop.
I'm late for work. Thought I could make it.
It's my first day of school.
He's only 7.
I know, but I'm going too fast. I'm not going to be able to stop. I'm sorry.
You have the power to save a life. Cardiac arrest isn't rare, but surviving it is. Over 300,000 people suffer from sudden cardiac arrest every year. About 8% survive, and it's not only the elderly that can experience these life-altering events. The #1 killer of young athletes is sudden cardiac arrest, because a young athlete dies from cardiac incident once every 3 days in the United States. About 80% of cardiac arrests that occur are outside of a hospital. About 89% of those victims don't survive because people around them don't know how to perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's very simple. You can help save a life. The American Heart Association changed its protocol for the public to hands-only CPR, which means when a witness cardiac arrest occurs, a bystander, like you, can call 911 and begin external chest compressions immediately by pushing hard and fast in the center of the chest while awaiting arrival of the first responders. It's very straightforward. Your immediate action can help save a life. Learn hands-only CPR.
Okay, and we are back here for the second half.
It's a 0-0 game here as the Jackson Memorial Jaguar girls soccer players are even at 0-0 against the Toms River North Mariners. Exciting half. We are hoping for more of the same. Again, a quick apology about the scoreboard out here. We've got our broken clock, so we're going to do the best we can, keeping you appraised of the situation. Yep, my man, fellow commentator Brian Martingano about to get the old stopwatch going on his iPhone. Beautiful piece of technology. It's not just used to take pictures of your cat. That's right, it does so much more.
And
speaking of cats, why don't we check in with our cool cat, Mr. Noble, who's running the bus today. How's it going on the bus there, Mr. Noble?
Great, Mr. Frog.
That's Mr. Noble. He's doing a great job today, as is the rest of the crew, trying to bring this big contest here between two arch rivals, TRN and Jackson Memorial. These teams have been going at it for about 40 years, at least. Maybe longer. Could be 50, to be honest, because Memorial had their 50-year celebration in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Bri?
Yep, they did. And I mean,
I saw your dad out here in the audience before, a few minutes ago there. Is he a Jackson born and bred?
No, he is not. He was actually born in Brooklyn, moved to
the Brook. I like it. I did not know that. So if you were born 30 years later, you'd be living in Brooklyn right now, buddy. Or actually 30 years earlier. It really depends on how you look at it.
Actually, it's more 40 years.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Again, just to catch up here, team's going to be flipping sides now. The yellow team, the Mariners, the white team, the Jaguars. Pretty fun game so far. We're getting some assistance on the bus from our technical director, Sydney Pollock. I stand corrected. Sydney's last name isn't Pollock.
As the entire bus is erupting.
It would be nice if she told me what it was, though. All right. Since she's not feeding us her last name, Brian, I say we continue making her last name up. What do you think?
I mean,
Sydney Garbanzo Beans, our technical director today.
And I mean,
doing a fine job.
I'd like to thank Sydney Gorbston.
Sydney Gorbachev, I like it. Sydney Reacher. She's named after Jack Reacher. I like that even more. And we're underway here.
Oh, and we're and
defense here, a little handball, but she gets away with that as well as a little bit of a shove. And the Mariners come out pressing early here. Again, I'm sure both coaches applauding their defenses for such a fine job in that first half. But both teams looking to really pump up that offense and get a few more shots on goal.
I mean, those offenses were continuously pretty good here, even though they didn't score. I mean, they were putting on the pressure, and they just couldn't get a good opportunity.
That's going to go out of bounds. That ball manages to stay in somehow. I wish Mr. Noble's shirt stayed in that well. Here we go as the ball gets moved down.
And I mean,
that one gets cleared down the line.
And I'm not going to lie, that would be kind of nice.
That's going to bounce off the hand. Fernandez turns it in.
Let's see what you can
weaving her way out of trouble here.
And that goes to Toms River North.
And the Mariners on defense. Again, the Jags not afraid to utilize that goalkeeper. Passes the ball nicely to Madison Taylor. Taylor looking to switch fields. Nice little give and go there. That ball's going to come through, but that is going to fall short as a goalkeeper. Cameron Kennett picks that one up. Allison Wanzer on that one. Keeper. Unless it's Wanzer. Off the thigh. Picked up by Carissa Eckel.
As that ball gets back to around the midline.
Memorial, the Toms River North Mariners doing a great job at spot passing. Turned up.
As she crosses that back in, but it goes through the legs of number 10, and that ball is brought back as Toms River North is now going to try to cross it back up the field again.
Yeah. That's going to get passed. Oh, nice defensive move there by Alexis Casella, who is going to get injured on that one a little.
To get up, but she's gotten up and she's limping a little bit, but I think that's more of just a heat of the moment.
Looks like that's going to be a direct kick, right, Bri?
Yeah. His number 11 here is still a little bit limping, but she seems fine, so
Kylie Sullivan heads that one up to midfield. I know what some of you folks are thinking already. If this game stays scoreless after regular time, we've got some very specific overtime rules.
As we are 5 minutes in on this half.
Apparently there are quite a few rules that play into the overtime, so we'll get back to you on that one later. Oh, nice move. Pass to Wanzer. Up to Eckel. Shot on goal. That one's picked up and saved by Cameron Kennett. I don't know about you, Bri. Those low bouncing balls always trouble me as a soccer goalie. I always had worries.
As she goes down, but she is slow to get back
up.
It
looks like, according to the rules here, if it gets into overtime, it's 2 10-minute overtimes followed by penalty kicks if there's still no score. Ooh, I love me some penalty kicks.
And I'd like to thank Shelby Corsten for that information.
Who's Sheldon?
Yeah.
Sheldon Noble.
Open your eyes.
He's quite a whiz when it comes to that laptop.
Yep. Oh, my apologies. I meant Sydney Gorston.
Ah, gotcha. We've got a direct kick here for White. That's going to be the Jags.
Find this ball now. Come on now.
Once again, we are now 6 minutes into this half, and it is still scoreless, but it feels like it's been much, much longer. And we're just taking a commentator selfie here as that ball gets crossed back into the middle.
Always time for some social media, folks. That's what keeps this bread train rolling. Uh-oh, little 3-on-1 there. Jenna Royson, the leading scorer for the Mariners. Oh, we've got shot on goal, takes a hop, and it's saved. Some activity there for Kylie Sullivan. Our crack crew scooping up a replay for us here. As we see the shot on goal, takes a bounce and right into the hands of Sullivan.
Come on, White.
Shot and nicely defended by the Mariners. Looks like it's going to be a Jaguar throw-in. Yep. Oh, that one's stolen.
That's it, Lynn.
Wanzer trying to catch up. It's Crystal Laura sending that ball out of bounds. What will be a Mariner throw-in. Got roughly...
let's see.
Check in on the time for you here. 31 minutes into this one. Or rather, I'm sorry, 30 minutes left on this one.
And as that is kicked back out to a Bell midfield, that will go out, and that is retrieved by Toms River North as they're going to throw the ball back in.
In case you are unaware, quick plug here for the JTV stream. You can see all of our sports contests that we cover at live.jacksontelevision.com on our YouTube channel. We also archive all those games there, so you can go back and watch them later if you'd like to.
And as you can see here, they're moving forward.
And that one's going to get pulled out by Emily Royson, and that's going to leave us with a throw-in for the Jags.
As the Jags get the throw-in, that was a smart play by Emily Royson as she kicks it out of bounds instead of
lots of room.
Letting it be a corner.
Probably going to switch fields here. That one's going to be miss-hit. Settled by 19, Lindsay Bathman, and sent into the box.
That's it, White. Keep up that pressure.
No corner kick there. Just another throw in here.
Come on now.
Taylor. That's Maddie Taylor not getting back up just yet. Could be an injury or a cramp. Not sure which one yet. We can take a look back at that one and see if we can figure out what happened to Maddie Taylor there. As play has temporarily been stopped. She's on the ground and in a lot of pain right now. Can't exactly tell what happened, but it looks like her legs got tangled up. Yep. That's actually not the right person. We've got our trainer coming out here. Yeah.
This is not a pretty thing to see.
No, it's
actually,
not.
that is number 15 that is down.
15, that's Madison Taylor. She's going to get some treatment from the trainer. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break for a public service announcement, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes as our trainer takes a look at Madison Taylor. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Explore all that's new and exciting about the USA and Canada and what people are doing in order to make a difference. It's an easy way to see what's happening across your own country. Welcome to Today in America. The Northeast has played a dominant role in American history and continues to be a major powerhouse today. Join me as we journey to one destination among the original 13 colonies. Situated about halfway between New York City and Philadelphia.
All righty, we're back live here as Madison Taylor's been carted off the field and is going to be treated there by the Jaguar trainer, Cole Figueroa. Going to take a look at her. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
And she was not able to get up by herself. She was getting...
And some assistance to get up, absolutely. And we're back underway here. We'll see if we can figure something out about this later for you folks, but for now we're back live.
Come back, Alyssa. Nicely done. Look for it, Emily.
And here we go. That ball gets booted.
And
Eckel using her hands a bit there, but gets away with it. That one's going to get booted into the middle, but nicely defended by the Mariners. Shot on goal deflected by Riley Kennett. The Jags picking up pretty much right where they left off. Getting Natalie Knopf moving the ball back through the middle. One's going to get through, but Jacoby not going to be able to run that one down. Jacoby, the senior.
And it's been a pretty good game, even though it is scoreless, and it's been pretty action-packed.
And looks like a goal kick.
Good hustle, Em. That's it, Lex.
As that ball gets booted back.
Oh, big header by Wanzer, who gets the throw in. And substitution here. Carissa Eckel coming out to get a breather, as well as Camilla Spence for the Mariners. Jacoby crosses the ball across the middle, and that goes into the hands of the goalkeeper, Cameron Kennett. Pretty warm day for an October 5th.
And as that ball is about to be booted back down the field, and
a line drive ripped. A little too fast. That's going to travel to Sullivan.
As that ball goes up and back down, and that gets headed, and let's see what they can do here. As number 6 is duking them out with the ball, and that is intercepted by the Jags. Number 5 has fallen, but she is slow to get back up, but she's gotten back up, and she is all good. I believe that went out of bounds, but I'm not entirely sure on who. And I believe number 15 is sitting back down on the bench here. Maybe you don't remember, number 15 was the one that went down before. And I believe I see her on the bench. So
Probably a good sign. She's up and about a bit. And the goalkeeper's going to call off Casey Laura.
and as that gets booted back down the field. Number 23 on defense here, trying to stop them.
Crossed.
And that ball is picked up by the keeper.
Kylie Sullivan, I should say. Again, most of the shots on goal today, more glancing blows than fierce shots. Both teams having a difficult time getting an effective shot on goal because of both defenses playing so well. Wanzer. About 23 minutes left to play in the game here. We're just about halfway through the second half.
And I mean, we are still scoreless. I mean, this could go into an overtime, which, like you said before,
not looking forward to that, Brian. Uh-oh. 3-on-1 there. Jay, nice little move there by Wanzer. She's going to put it out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal, corner kick for the Jags. Taking the corner is number 5, Natalie Knopf. Enough's enough. Jags getting set to crash the goal. Ball comes across the middle and headed out.
As we can see here,
nice
5.
move there by Knopf. Tries to put it through the middle, and Petrick sends it sailing. Passed off.
Good job, Alexa. Foul, sir.
And a header.
And as we move over, we can see that North is trying to keep the ball back out.
North looking to transition quickly here from defense to offense. A nice move by number 10, Maddie Beinert. Shot on goal. That is going to sail over. But a pretty nice offensive display there by the Mariners. And a replay of that shot on goal.
And I mean, as we can see here, she just misses that shot.
See, Beinert passes it off. And the shot by Jenna Royson goes up and over.
Okay, and as we
amazing how quickly both teams turn defense to offense today. The Mariners showing what that's all about right now. Pressing the Jags.
As the Jags are kicking it out.
Next pass to Emily Jacoby. Looks to move the ball to midfield. And on the wing, that was a lead pass.
Well, let's see what they could do here, and let's see if they try to cross it in there.
To Corinne Eckel. It's a hard time catching up to that one. Off the shoulder. And that's going to be Mariner throwing.
Ooh, and as 2 players go down there, they both get back up, seem to be perfectly fine. And let's see what they continue to do here as they pass it down the field.
Nice in.
Settled. Jacoby looking to make a move. A little room there on the right wing. She's going to send it through the middle, and now it's a foot race. And Petrick's going to get there and clear it again. Petrick comes through on defense. Oop, I stand corrected. Let's see. That is actually Riley Kennett.
And I believe that is a penalty. Oh, sorry, that went out of bounds.
Jacoby tries to settle. Oh, and slips in the grass.
As that gets kicked back out to about center field, and
Nice foot pass. They're going to run that to the goalkeeper, who turns this into a foot race. And that's going to be a Mariner ball on the throw-in.
And if we look what they could do here, and let's see if they could try to score here and make this in their favor.
That ball gets crossed. And that gets turned in. Shot on goal.
And
saved.
So, this has been a pretty good game so far.
Double duty here for JTV today as we have a soccer game after school, followed up by an event at Liberty at 7 o'clock tonight. Going to be a quick setup and breakdown as we have Jackson Liberty's Battle of the Classes. Kind of a fun night of activities in the gym between the 4 different classes.
Good win.
That one gets cleared in, and Emily can't settle that one.
But she gets it back, and let's see what she can do
back.
here as she brings it back to the inside. No! She gets
Taken
tripped
down
up
from
and
behind
brought
in
down.
the box. And no penalties there.
Where's the control?
Jaguar throw in.
I mean, let's take a look at that play again here. As you can see,
Little shot on
as
goal goes wide here, so we can see
goes around,
more
she
of a
gets tripped
collision
up.
than anything else there. Didn't see anything anything particular. Looked more like a tangled leg situation there than an outright trip. At any rate, the Jags get a shot on goal, but it goes wide left. Now we've got a Mariner kick as we've got substitution again. Jacoby gets to come out and get a breather here. And injured player, number 15, Maddie Taylor, back in the game. That's good to see. As they say in the movies, I'm sure it was just a minor flesh wound.
Oh, great ball. Oh.
as that ball gets hit back out, and let's see if the Jags can keep
Pretty
this in here and try to
solid
score.
shot to the abdomen there, Brian. Would be a Monty Python movie there when as I referenced the flesh wound in case you're curious.
KL, KL.
Well, that gets cross switched the opposite field. Settled. They're giving her a lot of room.
Let's see what you can do with this.
And that's going to get cleared by the Mariner defense.
Okay, and as you
2
can
on
see here,
1 in the
the
back as
Jags
they
are
play a little
continuing
patty
to keep
cake.
possession of the ball as they are defending here. As that ball is crossed
that
back in, and I believe that might be overshot a little bit, and yep, that is out of bounds, and it is going to be a goal kick.
Well, in case you had a bad angle on that one, Kylie Sullivan brought that ball back into the 18, able to pick that one up. Looked
And
like she
as
was
that
out
ball-
from here, but we're pretty good distance from here. It's got its own number apparently there, Mr. Bryan.
Yeah, I mean,
The 18 box.
as that ball goes out of bounds.
Which also happens to be Sydney's age, I think.
No letdown, White.
Ah, look at that. Always interesting, Brian, to watch our crew people start out as little freshmen and end up growing up.
Yeah,
Vacating the JTV bus. It happens. It's part of life working in a high school, my friend. Roughly 14 minutes left to play. Give or take that minute and a half or so for the injury. Brian and I are probably going to be talking about very similar things 4 years from now when he's a senior. Up, Mariner. Oh, the Mariner just barely. That's a pretty big hip chuck right there.
That's it.
Pretty physical game today, but not nasty. Shot on goal. Ooh, that one shakes in the hands of Kylie Sullivan. These shots are going to get tougher and tougher to stop as we get later and later into the game. Alexa Martinos looking to move the ball across, gets the ball taken, looks like a handball. No such thing as incidental contact around here. Riley Kennett set to boot this one. Take a look at that. Maybe a look at that handball, maybe some other time. And the header.
And that is brought back to number 18.
Settled back to Wanzer.
Moves forward with it.
Oh, nice pass.
As number 5 tries to bring it to the outside, and she gets that pass off. And ooh, number 20 with a little bit of a dirty check there. She's wide open on that side.
Put that across the middle, the header. And not enough on that one. Cameron Kennett easily saves that one. Mariners on the move. Bodies get tangled.
They get tripped up, and she maintained the ball between her legs. And that was a pretty interesting play right there.
That's Jenna Royson. Yep, that ball's going to slide back. Another save.
Ooh, and she takes a safe call there and just kicks it right out of bounds.
Well, it appears to me that Madison is cramping. I'm thinking that's what it is.
That is number 15, the one that went down earlier.
We'll take an injury timeout.
She's once again in pain.
Trying to stretch that, what looks to me right now like a calf.
Hurry up. Walk slow, coach.
And the cart's coming back in.
She's going to go down. Could be a cramp. That's what I'm thinking. As you can see her trying to stretch it over there. Tough kid. She's going to come out. And we'll get back live in a minute. As the athletic trainer drives off the field, play will be restarted in just a minute. And number 11, Alexis Casella, ready to toss it in. Passes it back. Switching fields here. But that ball's going to be cut off. Corinne Eckel moves the ball back to the middle. And that ball gets sent up the left wing. Melissa Fernandez not able to capitalize on that one. Going to be a Mariner throw in.
As the Mariners throw it in, let's see what they can do here. As we can see here, as they kick it back out.
Let's see, we got Toms River North. Trying to keep the ball down here, and
oh, and
that one's going to
that
get
is
booted,
just
but
out of the
it's
reach.
stopped in the Mariner defense. Puts the stop on it. That one's going to roll out of bounds, and that'll be a Jaguar ball. She'll wait for the offense to move upfield a little. And Natalie Knopf comes out for break.
As that ball is brought back in and kicked back in, and that is, they're fighting over in at mid, and let's see who comes away with it. And ooh, Toms River North kicks it down the sideline, and let's see what they can do here.
And they're going to run that back to the goalkeeper. Clears it. Up, that one stopped. Both teams showing a fair amount of ball control today in many different ways. That ball's going to get crossed to the left wing, and that might roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Yep, that's what it looks like.
And let's see what they can do here. As the goalie is getting ready to kick the ball, and let's see if they can try to kick it downfield and try to get a first score of the game here. And
yeah, we've got a goal kick here.
There is 6 minutes left in the game.
That one's headed back.
And as the Jags are moving with it and they're trying to get back up the field again.
Casella who sends that one up. Oh, stopped by Kennett, who's able to get up there and get vertical to stop that one.
And let's see what they try to do here. And if they try to get the ball back, and will they just punt it downfield? And oh, and let's see what they try to do here as they reset a little bit, trying to push it again. And that ball goes back to number 7, and it is now seems to be in the
That's going to go out of bounds. Jag ball thrown in by Corinne Eckel.
And let's see what they can do here. As they're trying to move forward, and the Mariners have the ball, and they're trying to push forward a little bit with a little bit of fancy footwork there.
That one's going to bounce off of her on the ground. Can't say I've seen that one recently. That goes up the field. Riley Kennett hits it out of bounds, and it looks like a Jaguar throw-in.
And that leaves us 4 minutes left, and it is still a scoreless game. And let's see if anyone can score
4 minutes,
at
give or
this
take
point.
2. We're running an over-under today, Brian.
Yeah.
That's it, Lynn.
That one's going to get pushed through the middle and well defended. Puts it back to the goalkeeper, Sullivan.
As she boots it out to the side, and let's see if it's number 1. And ooh, she just missed the header there. As Toms of the North just escorts the ball out of bounds.
We've got a substitution here.
As
Mariner
number 20
throw
throws
in.
it back to a teammate.
They're going to look to switch fields here. Nicely headed there by Wanzer.
It's number 8 kicks it out to the outside, and number 20 trying to pass it forward to number 19, and let's see what they can do here. Oh, number 19 tries to put it back in, but that is kicked all the way back out.
That's a 2-on-1 right now, but Kennett's not going to play games with this one, and she just boots it clear.
And now we are down to about 3 minutes here, give or take a couple of minutes because of penalties, but...
And Jaguar throw in.
As Toms of the North is trying to get the ball back into Jaguar territory, and Jaguars are not having it. They're just kicking it all the way back out again. Oh! Ow!
They felt that one on the bus. That one gets crossed, but there's nobody there to pick it up.
As
except for Kylie Sullivan.
Was a little bit slow to get up there after getting a ball to the stomach. It's got to be painful.
That's it. Come on, wait.
That looks like as goalkeeper Sullivan comes out and boots it in mid-flight.
And it's Toms River North
Trying to be
being
careful.
A little bit more aggressive.
In the 18, that's going to drop over. And that's going to roll in for a goal. And the Mariners are going to take the lead 1-0 here with just a few minutes left to play. As opportunities
and with a minute and
come
3
their way.
seconds left, that is a
We're going to
goal.
take a look at that. Roughly 5 minutes to play. Let's see if we have a replay here on that score.
Gotta get one in.
And as we can see again here, she just makes some moves and she just jukes out that goal.
A nice move to score. That was number 10, Maddie Beinert, with the score for the Mariners. And the Mariners go up 1-0 here with under 5 minutes left to play, as the Jags are going to feel the pressure of having to tie this one up. Again on the line today, the Jackson Memorial Jags in first place right now in A South with a record of 10-0, and the Mariners sitting at 8-1, 9-1. I stand corrected. Direct kick, and the pretty much entire Jaguar team now, except for one defender. And that one's going to go in, shot on goal, and it's blocked. Oh.
That was very unlucky.
Saved right there.
As it is definitely some late game hype up here, and let's see what they can do here.
That's a Mariner throw in.
Come on, White. Come on, Carissa.
And as we can see there, ooh,
That one
5
settled
takes
by
a
the
Nasty hit there.
Jaguar defense, and nobody's there to pick that one up. The Mariners hanging back, playing a little D, and the Jags trying to press to get a shot on goal. That's going to slip by Jacoby, who can't do enough with that one. Lanzer clears it to the left wing.
And that is put forward for number 4 to try to run up and get it.
That's going to be a throw in for the Jaguars.
Keep going, Alexis.
Can't be more than a few minutes left in this one. And
as I believe there's 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
That gets booted back into play.
Number 20 didn't seem to know that the ball was there, and it just went in between her legs and hit her.
Some solid defense there. That one's directed toward Jacoby. Cuts in, passes to the middle, and she's taken down. That's going to be a trip.
Let's see what they can try to do here. As we're at 2 minutes left in this game.
And the referee is going to come over. Impeding the play there could certainly cause you to be carded there. As you can see, the Mariner defense.
And as
shot
they try
on
to
goal,
get that,
that's going to sail over.
Come on, girls, let's go.
And if we take a look at that
There's a
play,
replay of the shot on goal. That one just sails over the left-hand side of the goal. So there's not a whole lot of time left in this one. The North leading 1-0 here. Jags get in on the header.
and I believe there's about a minute left here.
Time is of the essence for the Jaguars here, as the Mariners just hope to hang on. There's a push there.
And there's 55 seconds left. Let's see what they can do here.
Not sure how much time we have left exactly, but it's not a lot.
And I mean, my timer says 32 seconds, but
and Kylie Sullivan's going to pick that up. Move that offense up. She boots it.
She's
swatted quite the handball.
As we can see again here,
she reaches out there and swats it. Not actually sure if she made contact with that ball.
And that goes out, and my timer is done.
And
so
a Mariner throw in.
My timer is done, so there can't be much time. Oh, my timer was correct. That is game over, and the Jaguars are now tied with the Mariners.
And that is going to wrap up our game for today. The Mariners are going to hold on in this one to win this one 1-0 and even this out in A South. The Toms River North girls now 10-1, and so are the Jags. So this is a big game today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today, as the difference in this one is a late goal by the Mariners. To keep an eye on the papers, folks, to see how the end of this conference shakes out, with both teams with 1 or 2 games left to play in the conference. Anything can happen, but at the end of the day, it's Toms River North and Jackson Memorial walking off the field today, tied for first place. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I'm Brian Martin Gano, and we'll see you next time on JTV's Game of the Week.